Water was the basis of this special effect. It had been warmed up a little and the surface was covered with a layer of vermiculite, a natural material similar to sawdust. We coloured it and treated it in other ways to give the impression of a mass of squirming worms. The finishing touch of putrefied gelatine was made from yogurt, chocolate and green mint cordial. The scene was completed by adding fake human remains, arms and legs with flesh clinging to them as well as other parts of the body.
Murder is an important ingredient in my films, and it's always done well. No one should be scandalized by this, because, after all, the audience knows perfectly well that screen murders aren't real, that death isn't real, that the blood is artificial. So I can honestly say that murder scenes can be made beautiful. I always film them as celebrations or rituals, and a lot of technical know-how goes into the shooting. That's the moment when my creativity is really turned on.
Chi sei? Chi sei? Rispondi! Rispondi!
Stop! Whenever you see a gloved hand or a shadow in my films, it's usually me. Somebody might even recognize me. But I don't do it because I'm an exhibitionist, rather because I'm an expert in these things. Sometimes I have to laugh about it. I'm an expert on these subjects. I've been making this type of film for many years now, and I know how they should be made. In fact, I reckon I'd make a pretty good murderer. In moments of extreme tension, like the relationship between victim and murderer, there's always an element of sensuality that's almost erotic. Sure, I've taken it to the extreme limit, but still, there's something that links the erotic act to the murderers. A knife, as we all know, is a phallic symbol. So there's some sort of link between the sexual orgasm and the orgasm of death.
l'orgasmo sessuale.
Everything that has to do with insects has been made possible by the detailed research carried out by a group of entomologists led by Maurizio Garrone, who has worked with Argento for many years. The hornet is put to sleep with ether before undergoing a delicate operation in microsurgery. His sting has to be removed without damaging any vital organs. Once it's been removed, a nylon thread is tied to one of his legs so that his movement in flight can be controlled. We're in Zurich, Phenomena, scene 95, first take. The hornet lands on Jennifer's hand. The roof of the Mercedes had been cut open like a tin of sardines. A small hut on what was left of the roof would be Garrone's hideaway during shooting. From there he would control the insect's movements as it entered and exited according to the script.
9-9 terza.
Azione?
Comunque, l'ha affidata in buone mani. Vedrà che si troverà bene nella nostra scuola. È una delle migliori d'Europa. Tanto per cominciare, parliamo tutti la sua lingua. Poi l'attuale programma di studi è equiparato a quello americano.
Ah! Una vespa! Oh, stia attenta!
No! No, ma che fa? Ferma! La lasci stare! Gli insetti non mi fanno mai male, perché io li amo.
And Dario always wanted real insects. The scene had to be real, and the flies were real, 6 million of them. The windows were specially made with hermetically sealed double glazing. Below there were 2 boxes with holes in them, and the flies had to be coaxed out of these holes. Not a very easy task.